Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play some daily games. Today is September 5th, 2025, Friday, and we'll start with Wordle first, as usual, playing number 1539. Alright, let's look at the next hardest word according to data as of 2024. So scroll down here. I should have done that first. I think the table is. Yep, okay, so we did Riper yesterday. So we're going to do Joker today, an average score of 5.4. Guesses. Okay. Joker. Another ER. I don't know. It could help. Might not. Let's see. Okay. Nearly nothing. We got an R. It's not an R word. Craft. Has craft been done before? I think it has. Drift. Has that been done before? What about graph as in GRAPH? I think that has been done before, no? What about brunt? Should I try something with two vowels? Kind of want to do something with two vowels, just because. Okay. Train has got a couple of vowels, like some common letters. Okay. I mean, it's probably done before already, but at least it'll help. Okay, T and I and yellow are in the right spot. Okay, so probably like this. I don't think it's gonna end in an I. It's probably something like this. R-I-T. H maybe, or T like that. So it could be grift, drift. Maybe it was an L? Krilt, frilt. G, nope. I kind of like either drift or grift. Maybe I'll do grift, because I don't know, I feel like drift might have been done before. Try that. No! Okay. It has to be drift now, right? I don't think it can be anything else. Okay. The one that I thought had been done before hadn't. So that was silly. I could have gotten it in 3. So close. Okay, let's look at Squirtle today. Today's answer is drift. I started with Joker. Not bad. 1,206 possible words left, and then did train. Which train was actually pretty good. 19 possible words left. And then I did grift and drift. So after train, we could have had Fritz. Okay. Wrist. Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think of that. Fritz, wrist, drift. Grist. I think I have heard of it, but I'm not sure how common that is. And of course, drift. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 possible words after train. 5 possible words. And grift, of course, narrowed it down. I really thought it was grift. I mean, has grift been done before? What am I thinking? I hate that my memory is terrible. Okay. I was grift that I was thinking of, not drift. May 25th, 2025. There's just this year, about less than 4 months ago. I totally forgot about that. If I had remembered that, I would have gone drift already. Just not thought about the other stuff like wrist or whatnot. Even though wrist was a good word, but I think wrist has also been done before. Let's see, wrist. Yeah, April 5th, 2024. What about wrist? No, but wrist. Yes, wrist and grift done before. I'm pretty sure train has been as well. Yeah, May 4th, 2022. Okay, so yeah, that's all those done. Nearly a 3. So close to a 3, but alright, okay. I'll take the 4. I'll take the 4. I tend to love the 4s, right? I'm always solving that. But alright, let's move on to connections. Okay, we're gonna play connections number 817. Alright. Today's 16 words are Han Solo, freezing. Alright, if you watch Star Wars, you know why that's funny. Ram, kick, stag, buck, single song, Jack, tang, Ming, punch, Billy, and zest. Okay. Zest. Gonna kick to it, maybe. I'm gonna punch. Um, Zest. A zing, maybe? I'm not too sure. It's kind of like got a taste to it, right? But, I don't know. Okay, and I mean, some of these probably are right, but I'm not too sure the fourth one, if it's a tang or maybe zing, if it's, okay. Okay, stag, buck, jack, and Billy. Oh, but there's also ram, like male Male animals. Okay, so we got a couple of those. Let's leave that for now. A single, a song, a solo. Um, so I'm thinking like these are, like singles, like songs. Or how do you say them? But then I don't know what the fourth will be. That's the problem. What would people say about that? Um, okay, I don't know just yet. There's also Dynasty, right? Han Ming Song. Tang could be dynasties. Could be Chinese dynasties. Unless that's a red herring. I don't know. It's possible. But okay, for now, let's try that. That means the solo and single is not it. It's something else then. Is that it? Wait, hold on. Well, solo and single alone, right? Uh, I don't know, but I feel like I don't know. It was Chinese dynasties. Okay, I was so afraid that was the red herring because I still can't really see what the others are just yet. But there's still Ram, of course, Jack, Stack, Buck, Billy. I know that. Alright. Solo, single, alone. Parts of it, like a song. Okay, Billy Goat. Yeah, it's like, mm, there's a kick to it. Punch. Uh, Zest. Maybe I'll see. I'll see these four. So I mean, like, there's something like oomph. There's some oomph in the flavor. I want to say that. Okay. Still got the. Okay, we'll try this one. I don't even know how to pronounce this. I mean, piquancy? Uh, piquancy? I'll have to check native pronunciation. Okay. Might have just butchered it. Okay. Um, Still we've got the 5 male animals. I know for sure that that's a group. I just don't know which 5. Um, but single solo. Okay, wait. Single solo, free and stag. Maybe these are like mean. Like you're available, like a bachelor, like something like that. Maybe single man or something like that. Ways to describe a man who's unattached. Maybe available. Oh, okay. I mean, I thought it was like more for like like specifically for a man, but I'll check that. Ram, Jack, Billy, and Buck. So those are the male animals. Okay. All right, there we go. So a little bit scary at first, but got back to it. And finally, after ages, I got a purple first, which I haven't gotten for quite a while. So yeah, Han Dynasty, Ming Dynasty, Song Dynasty, and Tang Dynasty, or Tang, if you pronounce it more correctly, Tang Dynasty. Those are just, of course, dynasties of country China. I don't know how old those are, but you can check. Okay, now I just want to see how to pronounce this word. I remember Webster. It's my go-to dictionary in my office. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this. Piquancy. Okay, so I said piquant, piquancy. Okay, it's piquancy. Okay. What about this word? Piquant, maybe. Let's try it. Hmm. So this word is either piquant or piquant. I probably like piquant because it's piquancy. Okay, hard word, but essentially, yeah. Agreeably stimulating to the taste, nice, pungent, sharp, spicy taste. Stimulating, provocative. Okay, so I said like there's an oomph to the flavor, so I think that counts. So that's right. So I got 2 points here. 3 points for the male anise as well. The Billy's male goat. The buck is a. Oh, I should have seen this because buck and stag, they're both actually male deer, right? So I should have noticed that. Although I think buck can also be used for like male moose. I think you could do that. And then jack for an animal. Oh, I forgot actually. Oh, is it like for a donkey? It could be for a donkey. Let's see. Let's see. Male. Male. Okay. A male donkey. All right. Okay. Yeah. 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 So that's the one. And then a ram is of course a male sheep. Which I think the opposite is a ewe. How do you say that? A ewe. An ewe. And you, okay. So free single solo, I get it. We all know it means like someone who's single and available. But stag, I thought that mostly meant like okay, let's go. Stag for male audience. Wait, unaccompanied by someone of the opposite sex. So you can use it for women as well. Maybe let's just see. Stag. I want to look it up on Wikipedia. Stag. Okay, well, no, it's an adult male deer. Okay. Well, these are places, other uses. Stag or bachelor party, right? I know that. Stag women? A woman that is not. Hmm. Me female. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Stag women. Because I don't really get what that means. Like, unaccompanied by someone of the opposite sex. Why is this the phrase stag? So it means like these women are not accompanied by any men. That's why they're called stag women. Like I don't know what that even means, but I'm guessing that's what they mean in the dictionary. That a woman who is single, so that also means that it doesn't necessarily have to be just for men. But that's what I thought. So I kind of feel like I can't really blame me for thinking it's more like for just like a man specifically. So maybe I'll just say half the point because it's talking about being single. So half the point. All right, fine. Because I didn't know that stag could also refer to just single women as well. I didn't know that. But there we go. Okay. Yeah, going solo. All right. Yeah, all right, let's move on to the last daily game we have today. It's the mini crossword, the LA Times mini crossword by Elizabeth C. Gorski. Okay. Let's see, the Friday one is easy. Okay, let's write out a bit. One across conditions. I don't know. One down. Get used to. Not sure. Maybe something ending in a D. Past tense, maybe. Two down. Deceptive gridiron moves. I mean, this is to do like American football or something, but I don't know what those would be called. Three down. Blank guitar. Twangy country song instrument. Uh, not an acoustic guitar. It's blues guitar. I don't actually know. Four down. Econ yardstick. So economy. So maybe what could be GDP possibly. Five down. IRS form info. Maybe your SSN. Maybe that's what they want. Four across. Bitty biters that can drive you buggy. I don't know. Nets. Six across. High ranking nobles. Dukes. Seven across. Monopolize the mirror. Say. I'm not sure. Eight across. Night school subject. No idea. One down. Get used to. Still the note. Two down. Deceptive grid art moves. It could be fakes. Two down. Blank guitar. Twangy country song instrument. Something guitar. I don't know. Nice more safe. Could be preen for the mirror. One across. Conditions. Conditions. Ifs. Okay. I guess I need to get used to. In your steel guitar? Oh, 57 seconds. All right, I'll have to go through that because I didn't really get some of those clues. Okay, let's take a closer look. One across conditions, right? So ifs, so like if something and then something. So those are conditions, the ifs of the scenario, situation. One down. Get used to in your to. I don't really know. Let's see. Your Webster in your verb to accustom to accept something undesirable to. Okay, so to get used to something, right? Okay, get used to something. All right. I thought I was saying it in past tense, so but actually it's present tense. Get used to in the verb present tense. Two down, deceptive gridiron moves. I know this is like in American football. I think it's what you call guys called gridiron or something. So deceptive, I guess they just called fakes. I mean, I thought about that, but I wasn't sure because with the F in the second spot for one across, I wasn't sure what that word was going to be, so I didn't want to put fakes, but I was kind of thinking that actually. Three down, blank guitar, twanging country song instrument. Never heard of a steel guitar. Steel guitar. Okay, let's see. It's any guitar played while moving a steel bar or similar hard object against plucked strings. Okay, it's often used in blues, country, etc. Okay, interesting. Don't really know much about it. Five down. IRS form info. I know this is like an American, right? I'm gonna say internal revenue service or something or other. What's it called? Internal Revenue Service. Okay, so they do the taxes and everything. They check, right? So they need your social security number in U.S. SSN. That's short for. I'm guessing the info, it being shortened, is kind of a little hint for you. You know, like the details has to be the answer has to be short. I think so. Four down, econ yardstick. Same thing with this one. The clue I think here is economics. You know, or economy. Yardstick. What's the measurement used in this kind of subject or topic? And it's shortened, abbreviated here. So GDP. That's what's that called? Uh, gross domestic product, I think. Is that okay? Yeah, there we go. And okay, and then we've got four across. Bitty biters that can drive you buggy. I just know that gnats do bite and they start with a G. Yeah. And I think they guess they were very small, bitty, right? Itty bitty, so tiny bugs. Okay, they can drive you, mad, really annoyed. Six across, high-ranking nobles. Those would be dukes. I mean, there are so many, but based on the letters that so you need to get. I feel like you do need to get four down first before you can do six across, or else you'd be guessing like other nobles like earls, dukes. There are a couple others, I think. Four letters. Seven across, monopolize the mirror. Say so, like really, being vain and preening. So basically, like making yourself look good. Yeah. Eight across night school. Subject is shortened here. I should have seen the clue is the answer should be shortened as well. I wasn't sure like what people study at night, but ESL makes sense. English is a second language because I think in America usually, the immigrants that come here to come to the U.S. I mean, like they usually don't really know English, so while they're working their day jobs, they usually take that subject at night, and after work they do that. They study that. I feel like so it's pretty. I think maybe it's pretty common there, but I wouldn't have thought about it until I saw the answer. But it makes sense, But yeah, maybe that's a very common night school subject. I don't know what others people would really go for, but that seems to be typical of what people study at night school. Okay, so a couple of I think trivia things. It does feel more America centric, like the SSN stuff, but that one's pretty common. I think people know that. And then the ESL one, that one I feel like the trivia is if you don't really have night school where you're from, you might not really think about that. And inure is not exactly to me a particularly common word. It's not that easy to think of. I feel like, and then the fakes as well. I guess one is very much like American sports centric. So well, that. Other than that, it was okay. Right. Let me know how you did today's Wordle connections and LHM's meaning crossword. If you did any or all of them, love to hear from y'all. Hopefully, it was not a troubling day. I think the connections. I never think about connections difficulty today. The five male animals is a little bit tricky, but I should have noticed that stag and buck referring to the same animal. So obviously one of them had to be wrong, and to pick the right one. That might be that people might waste a couple of guesses on there, maybe possibly. But I think the other stuff was not too bad. I don't know how people would catch the purple group, the Chinese dynasties. Suppose the Han one is Han and Ming. I think are pretty obvious, unless they're thinking of like basketball players. But I don't really know any other basketball players. But maybe that's not that hard for purple. Now that I think about it. All right. Well, yeah. Let me know how you did today. Thanks so much for watching.